Welcome. On this channel, I do unscripted, unedited videos about Linux programming and stuff. I am primarily working on a multiplayer client-server game. If you're interested and new to the channel, there are some details, some links that provide some details in the show notes. Most recently, I have spent a lot of time messing around with Gemini, trying to kind of prompt my way through learning and developing the main loop of the application. The main loop will be it'll be accepting network connections. You'll have an ePOL loop. The intention is that we'll have a message queue that the messages are being pushed on with a worker thread pool that is processing those messages. Right now, in fact, let's jump back over and verify my memory on this. But I think that the previous video didn't yield anything useful. Yeah, I think we're going to largely be capturing the work from video 50. Video 51, I was trying to prompt Gemini into splitting the code up logically into multiple files. That tends to be often where I find that things break down, and they did. Let's jump into what it produced in video 50. And let's just verify that this runs, because I think this is primarily going to be the basis of our work. So I want to know for sure which one I'm referencing. Let's do a make clean make. And we do get warnings, but my memory is that the warnings are all around these variadic macros. But if I tree, maybe this one didn't have the structure, so it's all flat. But we do have a client and server. If I split and run the server and run the client, I'm pretty sure this is a good working version. Some of them didn't. So, yep, looks pretty good. In fact, just for humor, we will run a second client, but everything looks good. Okay, so let's clean up here. And make clean, get status, and everything has been pushed up to GitHub, so it makes it easy for us to reference things there. I am going to jump back to the Space Captain server code. So got a lot of cleanup to do here. I'm not even 100% sure where I left it off. I don't actually care too much where I left off with this code. We're going to start butchering it pretty hard here right from the get-go. One of the first things I want to do here is I want to make sure that we get the build structure for, well, let's just, okay, so it does build cleanly at the moment, but we're going to probably hack this up pretty darn quick. I want to be able to build two, both the client and the server from the same. So we're going to like change the whole directory structure here, but I want to be able to build the client and server out of that same source directory. So the first thing I'm going to do is just give myself a source tree source. So we have a main.c. Yeah, memory coming back real quick here. It's been a couple 10, 15 days since I've poked around in here. Okay, so main.c is going to become server.c. Let's fix that first. Source main becomes source server.c. Does that build? Make clean. Not sure that there's any dependency on that name, make. No main. Okay, so gotcha. If I go look at the way I have the Makefile, so this is structured in a what I had heard people refer to as like a unity pattern, unified C pattern. But I'll explain that in a moment. Let's find main. So server.c. Okay, so make clean, make that builds. Now the thing I want is to have a CD source. Okay, so I have server.c. Let's actually make a client client.c. This is just going to be a hello program for CP server to client.c. This keyboard. There's just something about the key shape. Vim client. So we just need to reduce this down to hello world. Okay. So we just need to say hello. Okay. We're going to need probably just standard stdlib.h and whoops, we forgot our standard io.h, right? Let's add this to the number of targets. So we're going to end up with I think what I'll do is space captain client and space captain server. And actually, I'm just going to call them server and client for now. I'll clean that up. You know, eventually somewhere down the road we'll. Okay, so there's going to be a target for server. There's also going to be a target for client. And we'll look at these later, CLInt, to see if they make sense. But okay, and then we're going to, instead of a default, we're going to have an all. And instead of build, let's go to build. Let's build. Bin oops, int. Okay, make build. And unused parameter argc. Let's vim source. Let's get that client. Already have it open. argc. Easy answer here is to instead of trying to use them, I'll just say they don't exist. Make, looks like that makes just fine. Makes just fine. Make clean. Make clean. Make all. So everything looks correct, I think. Not quite. I mean, it does. Vim make time to make some improvements already. So the common linker flags won't include pthread. So what I need is how do I do this? How do I structure this? So right now in build, I'm saying, hey, give me the common stuff. I actually want to differentiate these in okay, I don't know if I want to do this permanently down the road. Common linker flags plus LP thread. And then in the client, it is common linker flags only, and common linker common linker flags are going to be empty. And so then down here, you know, if I just move these up here to the actual targets, right? Then I don't have to duplicate them here, but I could still add, which one is this? This is the tests. I'm not going to change those for now. So let's make clean, make all, does what I expect, clear, make clean, make bin server, make bin client. Okay, so if I run bin client, what did it make? Oh, it made server again. So we got a yep, client, right? Make clean, make make server. No, it's bin server. Make bin server is the only target, and make bin client is the only target. But there is also the make build, make clean, make build, right? Which makes all. There is, so is, at this point, build and all are kind of redundant. Vim Makefile. So here I have build, all, which depends on build, but is build really adding anything? No, it's just saying, hey, I depend on these two things. So I could just say that all is phony and depends on bin and also depends on client, right? Now the only thing build is a just I just happen to like a habit that I should break, maybe, because maybe I should just get used to using build all. It's more standard. Make clean, and I can make all. Make clean. I can make build if that's what I want to do. Oh, interesting. We are getting slightly separate. So let's take a look at that. Make build. It's because these are wrong. So these should all be bin server. And so now make clean, make all is the full thing. Make clean, make build. They should all be identical. They are. Okay, so that is our arrangement for that. Now, and so the only thing we've done here is, okay, so test needs a better look. I don't think anything changes there. So let's go back here. You know, and until I have to define some link flags, there's no reason to even have this here, right? This is just noise. At least with these, we're adding additional values. So make clean, make release, make install, make is there anything else to test? I think that's it, right? So we have release, clean. Oh, make run becomes kind of dumb. It doesn't know what to run. Make test is good. Let's just do that. Same with make debug at this point. But typing the GDB, actually typing both run, and so what these probably become then is run server and run client. And when I run the client, I don't have to provide, I'm not sure if this is worth it. They're just shortcuts, right? For typing. Test makes sense. Debug the server. Debug server. Oh, I didn't finish these before up above. I'm going to leave it like this for now because it's less broken than if I don't. But we're not even using them. I don't know if they're practical. So this should be run client, run server, debug server, debug client, and test. No, so of all of these, the only one that's like for sure a thing is test. All the rest of these are sketch. But that's actually pretty good, right? So make clean, make all, make clean, make. What happened? So, oh, it's because Okay, I think I know what this is. Oops. It is simply because all is phony, right? Yes. Test still make. I can run the tests. Everything still works if I go touch the source of a target of a test. So config h, make tests. It still rebuilds. If I touch the source of, let's just do that again, source config.h, and then I make the default, the only thing that rebuilds. Oh, interesting. It does rebuild both. The way to fix that would be to apply on implicit rules, but I'm going to leave it for the time being. Let's take a look at source server. So the goal here I had with this is that I'm actually, instead of trying to, that's the wrong way to do it. I could have done that in one shot. If you look at the thing here, the only file that we reference is server.c. We could, of course, set this up to, you know, do the whole normal C to object dependency, you know. But the general idea behind this setup is that you just include everything here conditionally based on what you're, let me rephrase that. Instead of doing all kinds of work in the Makefile to figure out exactly what files are being pulled in for a particular target, I simply have, like in this case, I simply have server C coming in and then it decides what stuff to pull in. It could be easier. It seems easier so far. Okay. Make clean. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to start to pull in, so let me get status. Let's go up a level. So the biggest conflict, Vim, what's this README? Oh, this is that README. What is the README in server? What I'm going to do is merge those two right now. Not 100% sure that's everything I needed to do there, but the reason I'm doing that is I'm going to, so now I can rm server readme. Tree, I don't want to, is that right? Nah. I want a depth. Level. Tree 1 server. There we go. So we only have dat source tests, license, and Makefile. None of them will be a problem if I move them up a level. So move everything in server up to this level. There is nothing in server, rmrf server. I'm going to move assets to image because, you know, my move assets to img because my OCD says, hey, everything's got to be 3 letters in this directory. And then I have to open up the README and fix that. It used to reference assets, and that is now IMG. Oh, yeah, it's not going to, that's going to blow up. We'll fix it after. Make clean, make everything, make run server. Clear, make run client. Make clean. Okay, so I think it all works like I intended. We get everything all flattened out. I don't really like the name of the image. But I'm going to leave it for now. You know what I'm going to do, though? Let's CP image space captain into the DAT folder. I want it in both places because I'm probably going to delete that miscellaneous, or the image folder. I mean, git add. So reorg the directory structure, git push, GitHub main status. Okay. And I think that is the end of this video. I think what'll happen is I'll pick it up on the next one, and I'm going to start, now that I've got it restructured a little bit, I'll start bringing in all of that code that we were messing around with while prompting. See everyone in the next video.